How does it feel to be holding these amazing? They're pretty cool.
No, they are really cool. You know what? It's been a minute. We've been
Yeah.
fortunate enough to have won this award several times
Oh
and
my
on some
God.
other awards, and I felt like we were on a roll there. And then suddenly, for a couple of years, I'm like, I guess we're not winning anything anymore. But it was a huge shock to win it tonight, and it really felt it was just incredible. It was we were stunned as we always are. I feel like people think we're making that up at this point, but it truly was shocking in the best way.
Yeah, a couple great moments. Younger me. Wow, it was like so impactful, so amazing. Tell me the inspiration behind that song for you.
Here you go.
Yeah, well, thank you. And that song, when I first came out, I didn't think I really wanted to talk about it very much or sing about it, and my entire perspective changed truly, and my entire purpose I felt like changed, and how I viewed myself changed, and John and I really we got down the ride, and then actually our friend Kendall Marvel, whom we wrote the song with, said the title, and then it just instantly I just thought, man, it just really instantly resonated with John and I that we always just wish that we could talk to our younger selves because we were not very cool growing up. I think there's a lot of artists struggled with like social anxiety and feeling misunderstood and especially me being gay and keeping that to myself. It was like my own secret and shame and all the shame around that. And I just wish that I always just wish I could go tell little TJ that it's going to be great. Like your heart is just going to hurt so much, but you're going to get to a place where you're going to be proud of yourself and you're going to be happy. And that's really what the song was about. And for John, I think I'll let him elaborate on his experience.
Yeah, so I've struggled with a lot of mental health issues since I was a kid, and I've struggled with really bad anxiety, and it's dipped into depression quite a few times. And I dealt with some pretty hard things at the end of 2019. I could go much deeper at another time, but I will say it was very difficult. But coming out the other side was a lesson for me. It taught me that if you just keep going and keep pushing through, you can make it through almost anything. And also, it made me want to help people along the way as well. My brother sharing his story is inevitably going to help a lot of people. And for me to share my story, I know when I was going through the worst times in my life, mental health wise, I just wanted someone to make me not feel alone.
Yes.
And hopefully me sharing my story makes somebody out there not feel alone, because when you're going through the worst of it all you need is a little life preserver to help you get through it. And sometimes seeing someone that went through something that you went through is a little bit of a life preserver to help you get through your time. So, I mean, these awards are amazing, and we get to play shows and write songs and play guitars. I mean, we're the luckiest jerks on the planet. And we got to do something with it, and we got to help other people because
Absolutely.
people helped us to get here. So we might as well help someone else along the way,
Absolutely. And TJ, in your speech, you said love wins, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys realized in sharing your stories and by sending that message how much that will change people's lives?
Well, I've gotten to see it firsthand, and I think the thing is too that I didn't expect is I've seen it impact people who are like me, people that were gay, or people that were just any of the LGBTQ community. But I think the thing I didn't expect was seeing some of the parents that just really wanted someone to help their child feel understood or try to help their relationship with their child. And I think, as John mentioned, I mean, one of the coolest things we have in this business is the ability to have an impact, and that is greater truly than the fame and the fortune and all of that comes with it. To be able to leave this earth and have had a lasting impact and help someone else's life at the positive is, I mean, truly a rare thing that I think very many people take for granted, I think, in our business and don't realize they have that power to do that.
Well, thank you both for sharing your stories because it is so brave to open up like that. And country music has this reputation of not always being as inclusive as maybe other genres. But are we seeing, like, from tonight, I mean, I feel like we're seeing so much inclusivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. It definitely, I've mentioned this before, but I think it's not so much like, hey, look, we're country music. We're like, we include everybody. I think that the country format is catching up to the country listener.
Yes.
And it wasn't like that for a long time. I mean, hell, growing up, it was probably just your demographic was very thin. It was this type of people. This is what we're going for. And since the 80s, since the 90s, and even the early 2000s, our genre has exploded in the best way possible. It is so wide and so vast. It's global. It's all over the world, which is fantastic, in my opinion. And the issue, though, for a long time, for years, was that the artists didn't necessarily match the fan base. And I think, like we've played millions of shows like everyone else, and you look out and you see people of color, you see gay people, you see just everyone you could imagine at these shows, but the artists aren't necessarily representing them. And tonight was the first night where it felt like they were representing them in the most organic, honest way possible.
Yes.
And it never felt like anyone was forcing anything. It felt like, oh yeah, this is country music now, and this is what we will be for a long time, because if this is what the listeners are, this is what we should be, and we're just following them.
Absolutely. I know you guys have some drinks waiting for you, and I feel bad that I am holding you up from
I'm like 5 drinks in. I've got reserves.
Keep it going. Enjoy tonight. Where are these going in the house?
We have, both John and I have I think we finally figured out where we want to put them. We have like, we've won some of these before. I don't know how to say that without sounding like I'm bragging.
That's
But
okay.
we've won some of these before, and we always like trying to figure out where we're going to put them, because you don't want to be like, look at my awards.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to like put them in a closet somewhere. So we have them in our music rooms. We each have music rooms in our home, and it really is such a fitting place there, along with all the other plaques and stuff. And it is such a great reminder, because in this business we don't get a lot of tangible things or successes. It's all lives in the like imaginary world, and so to have like an object to represent that is amazing.
Congrats, guys. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being so courageous.
Thank you.